The sound of distant drums means that it's almost time for the 2022 Beijing Winter Olympics. With 18 days of bone-chilling thrills to come, I'd recommend bundling up. Hello everyone and welcome back to Penn State Sports Night Olympic Edition. I'm Lexy Lideline, joined by Destiny Sanchez and Ethan Ellis. Tonight we will be highlighting the sports, athletes, and teams to watch as they head to compete in Beijing. So Destiny, I'll start with you. Which sport are you most looking forward to watch this Winter Olympics?
I'm super excited for this Beijing Olympics. It's the first time that a city has had both a summer and winter Olympics in the same city, so super special. A sport that I am really excited to watch is women's ice hockey. US and Canada, they battled out in sudden death shootouts, and US won the gold in 2018. I think that US is going to come back trying to defend that title. The past 6 months, USA has gone against Canada 8 times and has beat them 6 of those times, so they have really good momentum coming in, although I think it is going to be their toughest contender. Before they go against Canada, they go against Finland, Russia, and Switzerland, so those will definitely prepare them to go against Canada. We've got 15 veteran Olympic athletes on the USA team, so it should be interesting to see how the women's teams go.
Yeah, and I'm looking at the men's hockey team for these Winter Olympics. I'm really excited to see how the men's hockey team is going to be able to adapt to the NHL not allowing their players to play due to COVID scheduling issues. The Team USA only going to have one player coming back, Brian O'Neill, from 2018. So it's going to be interesting to see if he can lead these younger players like Owen Power and Maddie Benier to gold medal for Team USA. And it's also going to be interesting to see if the Russian Olympic Committee can repeat as champions. They still can't play under the Russian banner due to the doping issue, but it's going to be interesting to see if they can repeat as the champions. And also, China, for the first time ever, will have a men's Olympic hockey team due to the fact that they are the host nation and they get to automatically get a team in the men's hockey tournament.
I think all three of us can agree. If you're not new here, I love hockey, so I'll definitely be tuning in to Team USA play throughout the Olympics. Moving on from looking at sports, let's move into standalone stars. Ethan, who are you looking to watch?
Yeah, I'm really looking at Michaela Schifrin. 2 medals last Olympics in South Korea, a gold and a silver, and she's got some obstacles she's going to have to overcome. She is just recovering from COVID, and it really took a toll on her. She was stuck in her hotel room during her bout with COVID, and she wasn't able to practice at all, wasn't able to train, and she's been out of shape. So she's really got some things she's going to have to overcome. And trying to get back in shape has really took a toll on her. She's exhausted, and rightfully so, with the amount of training she's had to do. And it's really going to be interesting to see if she can overcome this exhaustion and if she can come back to win these games. And if she can get 3 medals in this game, she'll tie herself with Bodie Miller as the most decorated American skier.
I think it's so true to say that COVID has really affected a lot of these athletes that are training for the Olympics. It's hindered their training. It's really affected their mental health. So I really hope that this Beijing Olympics is a little bit of a closure for them this year in 2022. An athlete that I have my eye on, I think a lot of people have their eye on, is Shaun White. He is saying that this will be his final Olympic Games. I think that he's been a phenomenal player, and I think it'll be a monumental moment to see him do his last run. I do have some concerns, though, that he is on the older side in the competition. Injuries and age have definitely hindered his former dominance. That's just something that I have concern about for Shaun. I think, though, he's still going to give it his all. I really think that he's going to finish out his career at a high, so I'm really excited to see him play.
Me too. I've seen both these athletes struggle in the past Olympics. Watching Shaun in that 2014 Sochi Olympics was pretty hard, but I think these 2 stars will shine in the 2022 Olympics. I have a lot of confidence in them. So now moving way out and looking at countries, let's look at Team USA. They have 224 athletes going to the Olympics, the most the team has ever brought to a Winter Olympics. But there are definitely some other countries to look out for. So Destiny, I'll start with you. Which country do you have your eye on?
Yeah, there's definitely a lot of countries with a lot of talent all across the board. One country that I have my eye on is Norway. They previously, in the 2018 Olympics, came back with 33 gold medals, I believe, and they're projected to win 22 gold medals and 45 titles, more than half of those being with cross-country skiing and biathlon. So I'm really excited to see this country compete and see if they can do what they did back in 2018.
Yeah, a country I'm really looking at is Germany. You know, they're third all-time on the medals list in the Winter Olympics, and they've won 224 medals in just 8 games, and that equates to almost 5.4 medals per player. So they're really dominant in the Winter Olympics, and they're really dominant in the biathlon. So I'm going to be interested to see if they can repeat this dominance and if they can get some more gold medals.
Well, let's hope Germany doesn't get one of the titles for worst dressed again like they did in previous Olympics. But I'm definitely excited to see these two, countries in the winter sports world compete against other countries like the United States and Canada. But we'll just have to wait and see until February 4th. Well, that's all we have for this Olympic edition of Penn State Sports Night. If you're looking to tune in to the live opening ceremony, you can check it out on NBC Universal with coverage starting Friday morning at 6:30 a.m. Eastern Time. An enhanced presentation will be shown later that same day from 8 to 11 p.m. For Destiny Sanchez and Ethan Ellis, I'm Lexy Lideline. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Hey everybody, thank you for tuning into this edition of Penn State Sports Night. We hope you liked that segment.
And we're sure there's other Penn State Sports Night segments that you are going to love as well. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more content.
And check us out on social media for updates and behind the scenes clips and pics. Follow us on Twitter at PSSN TV and on Instagram at PSU Sports Night to keep up with all the action.
For all of us here at the Belisari Media Center, we are
Penn State Sports Night.